Lunar Remastered Collection is right around the corner. It's coming out April 18th, and Gung Ho, they gave me early access to this game, and I've been playing the crap out of it. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete and Eternal Blue Complete are a couple of my favorite role-playing games of all time. Back on the PlayStation 1. I know these games came out on the Sega CD originally, but I didn't play those ones. I played the ones on the PlayStation 1. And that's what the Lunar Remastered Collection is based off of, the PlayStation versions. And there's quite a bit of differences between the Sega CD and the PlayStation versions. Some story beat changes. There's a lot of things. We're not going to be going over all of that. More of my review of this remastered collection. I'm not going to be doing any spoilers or anything like that, as I know there's going to be a lot of new people playing these games. But yeah, a couple of my all-time favorites. So one thing to note, if there's still time, April 20th is the cutoff, but Gung Ho, they did allow me to do a little giveaway of a digital copy of the game and the extra goodies box that I did a video on, where you get some trading cards, a t-shirt, the cloth poster, the acrylic diorama, which I thought was really awesome. There's like a little lenticular print, a lot of cool stuff. So you can enter that. I'll put a link down below. But I wanted to talk about this game real quick and a lot of the stuff that they did here. So when they first announced it, there was a lot of talks about the translation, the voiceover work, and rightfully so. There's a lot of people who were kind of iffy on what they were doing because it wasn't very obvious how things were being handled. Now, if you looked at the FAQ, they gave you a lot of, basic information. We knew, hey, we're getting some remastered visuals. That's the one thing I really like about this, is that you have access to the original visuals, PlayStation 1 style and everything. And then the remastered version, where everything's cleaned up. You got widescreen support. All the animated cutscenes have updated graphics. It's all still the same cutscenes, but everything is smooth, really nice looking. I'm not exactly sure how they do that, like some kind of AI upscaling or something. I'm not 100%. I just know it looks really nice, and it's exactly the same, animation from the original game. Just looks really clean. So, they still have all that. But the game, if you play in the remastered version, it's got widescreen support and just a lot of updated stuff going on there. So that's really nice. You also have the improved strategy settings and the battle speed toggle. I'm going to tell you right there, if you're somebody who played the original, version of this game on the PlayStation 1, the game was amazing. I loved it. But, a lot of the battles, that was one of the slow points of the game, is the battles took quite a long time. They were very slow. They were very sluggish a lot of times. And it made the game last a lot longer than it needed to, in a sense. Some people are fine with that. I think I was fine with that when I originally played the game. But now, with limited time, I got a lot of things going on. It's like, sitting through some of these fights, especially one of, a lot of the lesser battles, you're kind of like, man, it does become a little sluggish at times. So you could just boost that battle speed, throw on the AI fights if you want. You did have AI battles in the original version if you wanted to use that. But if you want to just the basic battles, the enemies that run around on the screen, you could put the battle speed toggle up, increase it so it's like fast forward, throw on the AI fight, change the different battle strategies, and just blast through those fights. And then when you get to a boss fight or a more important fight, go ahead and do everything manual. You got a ton of different options with the way they designed this game. So I thought that was really cool. All that's accessible between both versions of the game. Eternal Blue Complete and Silver Star Story Complete. The same thing between all of them. But back to the issue at hand, I guess, that a lot of people were curious on or talking about with working designs, translation, and stuff like that with the new English voiceover. I'm just going to play a quick sample. Very early in the game, just a voiceover from the original PlayStation 1 version, and then the remake. Or I'll play the remake first and then the PlayStation 1 version. and then I'll show some in-game dialogue text between characters real quick. Just like a minute and a half clip. Take a look or listen.
Hey, Alex, I figured you'd be here. Now that the weather's gotten warm enough to melt the ice around the Dragon's Cave, there's no time for us to waste getting started on our big adventure. If we hurry, we can sneak in without waking the dragon. And then, if we're fast enough, maybe we could find a giant diamond from its lair with thousands of silver that'll make us filthy rich and more famous than we could ever dream of.
Hey, Alex, I figured you might be here. Now that the warm weather has melted the ice near the Dragon's Cave, there isn't any time to waste getting started on our big adventure. If we hurry, we may be able to sneak in without waking the dragon. Then we can get a fantastically huge diamond from its lair worth thousands and thousands of silver, making us filthy, stinking rich and very popular in the process.
So if you paid close attention to that, you noticed, obviously, we do have new English voiceover. They were very clear about that. And if you noticed, the voiceover, the voice work, it was a little different. Obviously, the voice is different, but the words coming out of the mouth were slightly different. They changed it in the cutscenes, in some of the cutscenes, not all of them. A lot of them are very similar or identical to the original game, but in some, they slightly changed it. And I think it's fine. But then, in-game, as far as I could tell, I've tried to compare it as much as I can to like the old strategy guide, to myself playing the original PlayStation 1 game again. I've been trying to go back and forth and look at the actual dialogue, the text in the game, and I haven't found anything that doesn't match. It seems like it's the same exact working designs translation from the PlayStation 1 version in the remastered collection. So if that was something that you were curious about, to me, that's what it seems like it is. It's the same exact text dialogue from the PlayStation 1 version. There is nothing in the FAQ to say otherwise, so it's just a different English voiceover, but the text in the game is all the same. All the item descriptions are the same from the PlayStation 1 version. The item names, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if that was something you were hoping would stay the same, that's what it appears to be. I mean, I'm happy with that. So there you are. If you're interested in the game, highly recommend it. Like I said, one of my favorite role-playing games of all time. Available on the Switch, PS4, and Xbox. Physical copies, though, in the US anyway, will be available the day of release, April 18th, exclusively through Amazon. If you want that physical copy, I'll have links down below directly to those listings. Otherwise, you can get a digital copy that day. Also, the giveaway will be linked down below. That's just the way they're doing it, and you don't have to worry. The game's not going to be a limited release or anything. Gung Ho has stated that they will print to demand. As long as people want the game, they will continue to produce it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Bye.